Hi, I'm Vanessa Lake, mental health therapist, spiritual practitioner, and energy healer. And today we're going to talk about Reiki, what it is, how it works, and why the way I do it goes deeper than just your energetic body. I do soul work. So if you've ever been curious about energy healing, or you've had a session and it just didn't make the difference you were expecting, then this could be helpful for you. What is Reiki? The way I explain it is think of yourself like a guitar. You have several strings that vibrate at different levels. If one of those strings is out of tune, then the entire song sounds awful. You may be vibrating too high, which can look like anxiety, right? Feeling really amped up, or too low, like depression and fatigue and lack of motivation. Reiki is the energy that I channel through my hands like a universal tuner to bring your strings back into the right vibration to make great music again. The word Reiki itself means universal life force energy. It's Japanese. It's not tied to any religion, and you don't have to believe in it for it to work. Energy is energy, like Wi Fi. You might not see it or understand how it works, but it's doing its thing. Reiki practitioners act as a conduit or a channel through which Reiki energy travels to clear blockages and restore balance so the body and mind can heal itself. It's like when you have a splinter in your finger. You have to remove the splinter or the blockage, and then the body rushes in with all of its cells and the energy it's needed to heal the wound up real quick. But if you ignore the splinter, it'll fester, it'll get infected, and it takes a lot longer to heal. Reiki is known as a hands on healing technique, but that's just because the energy comes through the palms of the hands. But I don't have to physically touch you for it to work. I can simply be in your energy field. That energy bubble that we all have, that's when you know, like when somebody's too close to you, you're like, oh, get away from me. Like you're in my bubble. That's your energy field. It's how you can know when someone's standing behind you, even if your eyes are closed. You can just sense their energy in your field, like, oh God, there's someone over there. Usually it's like, get away from me. Also, it's like siblings when they're like, stop touching me, stop touching me. And it's like, well, I'm not touching you, but it feels like they're touching you because they're so darn close. Yeah, that's your energy field, and that's what that looks like. So, why does distance Reiki work? Well, the cool thing about energy is I don't even have to physically be standing near you to send it to you. Energy isn't bound by time or space. It's like sending a text. It doesn't matter if you're next door or across the world, it still gets there. I tune into your energy field the same way, whether you're lying in my office or, chilling at home with your fuzzy slippers. And actually, I greatly encourage fuzzy slippers. So, you ever think of someone randomly and then all of a sudden they text you or you bump into them at the store? Their energy signal was being sent to you, or you were sending it to them, and it pulled them in. And bam, they show up in your physical world via text or in person. Distance doesn't matter to energy, you can still feel it. So, what to expect in a session? During an in person Reiki treatment, you would lie fully clothed on a massage table or some sort of bed. It's not a massage, there is no rubbing. You usually listen to some soothing music to help you relax. Your Reiki practitioner will lay their hands on your body or hover it over your body in a series of hand positions that they've been trained for to deliver Reiki energy. A Reiki treatment generally covers first like your head and then down the front of your body, or specifically to one area of concern, like if you've got a bad shoulder or you've got stomach issues, they might focus right there. During a distance Reiki treatment, you simply find a comfortable place to relax and during the session to be open to receive. Your practitioner will channel the energy and send it to your body. Depending upon the focus of the session, it may include your chakra, energy point centers throughout your body, or specific parts of your body you can request for healing, like post surgical or injury sites, or just do a full body scan because you might have issues that you're not even aware of. Reiki tends to feel warm and deeply relaxing. I experience it as super tingly. It's the energy, it just tingles. You may feel the hands of the Reiki practitioner becoming hot or tingly. Some people describe a floating sensation, and some see colors or shapes during the session. Some people just straight up fall asleep and start snoring. Had that happen. Some experience emotional release and cry. There is no expected experience. Reiki treatment is unique for everyone who receives it. The most common results of Reiki include feeling stress fall away and decreased body tension, increased relaxation, and improved sleep that night or those to follow. feeling grounded and centered, calm, even when faced with the same life circumstances. I've had people tell me that even though nothing had actually changed, they just felt like they could handle it, like they weren't being tossed around, they were grounded. So, what can Reiki help with? Reiki supports physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual healing. It's not a magic cure, but as I explained earlier, by helping remove the splinter or the blockage, the body can more easily heal itself, whatever the cause, mental, emotional, physical. You may be aware of all the long term damage of high stress levels on the physical body, let alone your emotions and your mental health, and how that carries over into relationships and work life. Well, Reiki sessions relax the nervous system, which decreases cortisol, the stress hormone, which then brings down inflammation and stops racing thoughts and intense worries, which can bring clarity to a session. Not to mention, the decreased inflammation can help you on a physical level and possibly prevent a heart attack. But if you calm your body, then your mind can follow, right? It wants to be in homeostasis. It wants to match. So calm the body, the mind stops racing, and solutions are easier to access. You will get your own next steps on how to handle a situation, not from stress, but from clarity. These answers are inside you. Reiki just calms you down, clears blockages so you can find them yourself. And just like meditation or exercise, the effects of Reiki are cumulative. While one session can work wonders, repeated regular Reiki treatments can invite significant improvement. So, for example, like if you exercise for an hour, how much will you receive benefit? Versus if you exercise every day for a month, the results will be much more profound. Reiki works similarly. Regular sessions support well being in every way. Now, here's the part that I get excited about. How is my Reiki different? I was attuned to be a channel for Reiki energy. I learned the symbols, the hand placements, and I did as I was trained. However, with time, practice, and with far more of my spiritual gifts coming online, like the Akashic Records and mediumship, it's allowed my Reiki sessions to evolve. Now I tune into what your soul needs, not just where to place my hands. I blend my clinical trauma training as a therapist, intuitive guidance, and spiritual tools, and provide channeled insight into every session. My Reiki energy allows for soul level healing from ancestral trauma, past lives, and soul contracts by clearing more than just the energy in this lifetime. I get feelings, visions, and messages from your spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Even your spirit animal can pop in with some guidance. I had a spirit animal come in that was a sloth, which my officer client was not super impressed with. They were hoping for more of an eagle or a bear or something. But the sloth was telling him it needed to slow down. He was in rushed, hyper vigilant mode, which as an officer makes sense, but he needed to slow down, chill, just enjoy spending time with his friends and family and not just being in rushed, chaotic mode all the time. So the sloth was a really good message for him. So sometimes just by creating the sacred safe space, the clients get their own visions and messages that they never would have expected. And they might need some help understanding those messages, which is also where I can be helpful. Each session is custom, intuitive, multi layered, and multidimensional. I also offer Reiki infused meditations. So if you want to dip your toe in, check those out on my website. You'll still get the energy benefits and a taste of my style, but in a shorter, more accessible way. So, have you yourself experienced a Reiki session before? Leave a comment and share your experience, as it might help someone else make the decision to give it a try. So, if your physical body needs support healing, or your energy feels heavy, stuck, or like you're carrying something that's not yours, like it's been passed down from generations, check out my Reiki services on my website or listen to one of my Reiki infused meditations. You are your own best healer. I just help clear the blocks for your body and soul to do what it knows how. If this was helpful, give it a like, share, and subscribe for more info on spiritual tools.